I do not stay in the bed and look at the ceiling. I get up. I get up at 6 a.m. every day because I'm most productive in the morning. I'm even contemplating getting up at 5 a.m. because I feel like all my creative juices are flowing. Everything that come into my head, emails, everything, ideas, everything. So make sure that you are waking up early and you're not waiting to 9:30 when the stock market opens. Welcome to the Brows & Co. Show, your backstage pass to the world of brows, beauty, and business. I'm your host, Kechia Taylor, and I'm thrilled to have you with us for this weekly episode. Get ready to immerse yourself in the fascinating world of beauty trends, brow secrets, and the ins and outs of the beauty industry. Whether you're a beauty enthusiast, a business owner, or just curious about what goes on behind the scenes, you're in for a treat. So without further ado, let's explore the magic that happens when beauty meets business on the Brows & Co. Show. Welcome back to the Brows & Co. Show. I'm Kechia Taylor, CEO and franchisor of Brows & Company and your host of the Brows & Co. Show. Today's episode is all about how to have a productive day as a business owner. I'm just pretty much going off of my experiences and what I do as a business owner from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. I hope that this episode is helpful to you in organizing your life as you get up and start your personal business day. The first thing I do is I make sure the night before I write down everything that I have to do for the next day. This will help me get mentally organized and know exactly what I have to do. Sometimes things may get juggled around. If something happens, like maybe someone had to call out sick, or maybe a client canceled, or maybe something in your personal life happened that you may need to adjust your schedule, or, you may have to take the kids somewhere for an appointment. Anything can change. But if you write everything down the day prior, you will have a visual idea of what you have to do. So if something does change, you know what to move around. That's the first thing I do. The next thing I do is wake up early. I set my alarm. I make sure that do not disturb is on. I do not want people calling, texting, or emailing me overnight because I want to get my sleep. I want to get enough sleep that I need that I can wake up and be productive for the next day. Try turning your phone off or put it on do not disturb. Now, I do have those emergency contacts able to get through because I would hate if something happened to a family member and I didn't get notifications. I make sure that those who are closest to me are able to get through if my phone is on do not disturb. Put your phone on do not disturb or turn it off or put it on vibrate, whichever fit your lifestyle. It really helps for a good night's sleep. Now, the next thing is waking up in the morning. I do not stay in the bed and look at the ceiling. I get up. I get up at 6 a.m. every day because I'm most productive in the morning. I'm even contemplating getting up at 5 a.m. because I feel like all my creative juices are flowing. Everything that come into my head, emails, everything, ideas, everything. So make sure that you are waking up early and you're not waiting to 9:30 when the stock market opens to wake up. Make sure that you pick a time that helps you be productive throughout your day. The reason why I wake up at 6 a.m. is because it's the perfect time for me to collect my thoughts. It's the perfect time for me to look at my notes, get things together. It's the perfect time for me to meditate for about 15 minutes and reflect on myself. It's the perfect time for quiet time. No one is up, in my house at 6 a.m. So it's the perfect time for me to focus on me. And then I take those notes from the day prior and I review everything. I send out my emails. I schedule my posts. I do everything to hit my email list or my social media accounts by 9 a.m. So that way I know that all my automations are going out at 9 a.m. and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Then it is time for me to work out. After that, I go to the gym, or if it's nice outside, I will go for a run. Because in order for me to function throughout the day, I have to have some kind of physical activity going on. I need to be active. I need to get my brain going. I need to get my body moving. I need to sweat. Okay, I need to sweat, and I need to keep myself right. I am in the beauty business, and I like to promote myself. I like to have my health and my wellness and everything in check so that I can be the best business owner, the best mother, the best sister, the best daughter that I can be throughout the day. Okay, so working out. Make sure that you give yourself time to do that, whether it's in the morning or evening. I choose morning because, like I said, I'm most productive in the morning. After I work out, I have my cup of coffee. I need my cup of coffee. And sometimes I might be on my second cup of coffee and I need to grab something to eat at this time. I don't like to eat before I work out. I like to eat after I work out. The preference is pretty much up to you. I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not a fitness therapist or a personal trainer. I don't want to give you advice for your body, but for me, I eat after I work out. I feel energized, and I'm also vegan. I'm very particular about the things that I put into my body for health purposes. Nothing happened. It's just work for my body and my dieting purposes. So after I work out, I make sure that I eat. Now I am ready for my work day. Okay, I'm getting ready. I like to put on just a little bit of glam, not a lot of glam, depending on what I'm doing. I like to have my brows done, maybe some concealer and some lipstick on, and that's it. That's all I do for the day. I don't wear foundations. I don't put a full face of foundation or anything like that. They're just enough to get a little glam to go to work. Then I'm off to the studio, and I only work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I work 3 days a week, and I'm doing my personal life 4 days a week. So working 3 days a week, I'm going into the shop Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, helping employees, talking to clients. I'm seeing what needs to be done, any extra ideas I need to be doing. I get here around 12 and I may leave about 4, sometimes 5, maybe earlier, depending on what kind of day it is, or if I'm seeing clients that day. I don't see clients every day that I'm at work because I like to work on things at work too. I may see clients twice out of the week to just keep up the skill set. And then I'm working on some behind the scenes stuff like the podcast, YouTube, emails, blog posts. I'm constantly developing myself as a business owner. And I learn things too that has nothing to do with being in business or permanent makeup. I have other interests outside of the beauty business as well. I like to give myself time to do that, and that's why I have those 4 days off so that I can focus on me and self-care and all that great stuff that we like to do as women, right? And then you got to have a personal life too. We all want to have a personal life. If you're dating or you have kids, you want to invest that time into the people that you love and you care about. And all too often when we're in business, we invest a lot of time in our business and less time on ourselves. So my day, I am focusing on more of myself and less on the business. But I have my time frames where I focus on both. And then, like I said, I have those 4 days off to focus on me. I make sure that my personal days outweigh my business days so I can focus on myself more. Once it hits about 3 p.m., I do nothing that has to do with business. Unless I have an appointment, a late appointment on the days that I work. After 3 p.m., I am no good. I'm not productive. I just maybe want to eat some potato chips and be me. At this point in time, I just kind of like to do whatever I want. I like to have conversations with my kids. I like to talk to my son on the phone and catch up with him. I like to talk to my daughter and see what's going on with her. And so I like to allow that time and that space to have those moments to myself and moments that I devote to my loved ones as well. Now, when it gets about dinner time, let's say like 6, 7 p.m., I like to sit down and I like to have my dinner at the table. I do not like to eat and rush and be on the go. I like to have my dinner, and I like to either have a quiet dinner or I like to have dinner with my daughter and we're just talking about her life and what she want to do with her life and her dreams. I talk nothing about the business at this point. As the night go on, I may do something like read a book because that helps me relax. At night, I make sure that I take a candle bath because that helps me relax too. And then I'm back to settling down for the night and writing that list for the next day. That's pretty much how I start and end my days. And then sometimes it's extra things in the midst of my days. Maybe I want to go do happy hour with some friends and just kick back and relax like that. I do those things too. I make sure that, like I said, it's not all about business, but you're doing things in your personal life that you love and that you enjoy and that you care about. And when I'm in the car, I'm consistently listening to podcasts. I do not feed my brain with music. I feed my brain with education and the energy that I want to ride with. I'm always listening to podcasts. One of my favorite podcasts is Move to Millions by Darnell. I really like that podcast. And Marketing Made Easy by Amy Porterfield. Those are some podcasts that I really like. I like Earn Your Leisure. I like Social Proof. I like School's Out. Now What? So check out some of these podcasts. If you're a business owner, they may help you formulate ideas and spark creativity as well. Again, that's how I start my day and end my day. And hopefully this is helpful to you, whether you're a business owner or go to work or just a busy mom who has a schedule and want to devote time to their self and their business. This will definitely work for you. Journaling is important. I do write in my journal. I don't write in it every day. I may do every other or every day. Sometimes maybe one week I might be feeling inspired to write every day, and sometimes it's every other day, and sometimes it may be every third day. But I do write in my journal at least once a week for sure. So I hope that this episode was helpful. I hope that you can have productive days. And again, I'm Kechia Taylor, CEO and franchisor of Browsing Company and your host of the Browsing Coach Show. And I'll see you on the next episode.